watching this video, the stream, I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing it. So I can rant, like, how I feel about stuff. Really feeling like anyone's gonna watch this. I wanna talk about life all of a sudden. So I was on TikTok and saw a video of a woman who tended to be a male for 18 months and said that she couldn't stand being a man because of the loneliness and no empathy. And she ended on assisted suicide. But it mostly really isn't like that. If you're a male, you get born as it, and gets to the point where you're just used to the no empathy and stuff. Then following along with that, when you're a male, you always have that one friend. That one friend that is closest to you. You can always rely on him, and he can always rely on you. It's fun, but I always thought that they kind of matter the most. Having a close friend who you can always rely on can help you go through tough times, or when you're just breaking down, you can always rely on them to be there to help you. I have one, and I'll be forever grateful that I met him. I might have met him this year, but he understands stuff. I get really sad about people who have suicidal thoughts. And I feel like no one should waste their life because of some temporary problem. Suicide is just a permanent solution to temporary problems. I don't know much about stuff. You could call me a little twat or an annoying kid who's just saying things. I haven't experienced life to the fullest, but I sure do know a bit for how young I really am. Parents think that you know so little that you're still a kid, but once you reach above the age of 12 or something, that's when you just know everything. You know more than you're supposed to know, but some people know what they're supposed to know. And we'll get that when they have a talk. But I don't know how people would handle, or I don't know if how I would handle if someone I know or care about committed suicide. makes it so he doesn't have a life anymore. I genuinely do feel bad about that, but I just want to know how you guys can deal with that. Because my mom is still alive, and I'm always going to be grateful that I had her. She's one of the best moms I could have asked for. My dad, on the other hand, was a good man, always. But then he sadly died in a car crash around the age of 4 that I was. Dealing with that, because at the time I was just a child, so I didn't really know much about it or think of it. I always thought my mom was the only one I had. Then when I got older and my mom told me, I just got sad. Didn't really know how to think of that. That I used to have this other figure who used to want to take care of me and cared for me. And he's just gone. Isn't alive anymore. He's probably in a better place now, but I wish that I could have spent some moments that I could have remembered with him. If I could regain my consciousness when he was alive, so that I could remember things about him, that would be one thing I would forever cherish. I have little pictures of him, and it's the same with my mother. I wish I had more memories than I knew. But all I knew is that he was my father. He was a DJ and made music. And then there's just nothing more that I know. I never want anything bad to happen. Whenever I am with someone, I'm always the happy guy. I don't want to make this sound corny or cringe or whatever the fuck you guys want. But for the most time, the smile that I put on is always real. I like to be happy. I cherish my life and want to fulfill it and want to live it to the fullest. I never wish that I will have to start thinking about suicidal thoughts. Anything like that. I want to experience that, and I want my friends to feel the same thing. But the truth is, most of my friends just don't even want to be alive anymore. But why? I get it for my closest friend. He never really had a good life. He has a father who barely has enough to provide for food, to the point where he had money that he had and had to pay 2 full weeks for food for the entire family. He has a brother who is 2 years older than him, always bullying him and making fun of him. He always reposts these videos about, like, yada yada, I want to die, and stuff like that. They seem funny at the time because of how corny they sound. Then you realize that it's true for them. If I had 3 wishes, it was that my friend who I just talked about could have a good life with a happy family, and one that's nice to him and is financially stable. To get my father back so I could spend some time with him. Third one, I don't know. Solve world hunger, end slavery. Everything in this world is happening while most of us just sit and watch videos not making a difference, waiting for their end. If someone comes across this video and you've had someone who was close to you who died or even worse committed suicide, I'm sorry, and please don't think about doing it as well. And hey there, if you're watching this, please try and be more happy. I get that it's hard for you. You have a horrible brother who was always bullying you. Your father's nice, but barely has enough money to buy food. And that stuff, like, I just hope if this video comes across, you just rethink and stop trying to commit suicide, because you've tried to do it on multiple occasions, to the point where I have always felt bad for you and wish that you had a better life. Please stop reposting or liking these fucking videos on TikTok. I know they don't mean anything, reposting, but that means that I know that you genuinely think like that about you. Stop saying that you're fat or that you hate yourself, because that just hurts me at this point. I don't want you to have a horrible life or anything. I want you to be happy, but you can't, because you hate yourself, you hate your body, you want to die, but you have so much to live for, okay? You're a genuinely good person. You're one of the nicest people that I've ever met in my entire life. And I mean that. You're always so nice to everyone at this point, even though you get bullied almost every single day. You'll help anyone, you'll save up for gifts, even though you don't gift yourself anything ever. Please, sir, just listen to me. If you were to commit suicide, which always hurt me to think that you have tried, please don't do it for me, for Aura, for your dad. If you were to do that, the pain would be unbearable. I genuinely mean that you're my closest friend. I shared more with you than I have with my mom, with anyone. You're one of the kindest and nicest person I've met. Yet you hate yourself and think that you're a bad friend? You're not. Please stop thinking that you are. That's enough of a rant. But remember these words, Hillage. And yes, I did break down while making this stream, video, whatever you want to call it. Probably gonna ask you tomorrow to watch this video. Remember, everything I said is true. And I'm sorry about this Halloween, that I made you wait for so long. I wasn't trying to ruin your night. I know you don't care about Halloween or anything, but no. I am genuinely sorry for anything and everything that I have done to you. I never meant to hurt you, or to be mean, or do anything bad. Please, realize that. If I ever do something wrong, just tell me, okay? If you ever feel like you want to die, or you're feeling down, you're breaking down, you can always call me, and I will help you through the time, okay? Howard has called me on multiple occasions when she, hates herself and doesn't like it because her sister been with so many fucking perverts who just use her. She says that I do comfort her. I'm not trying to make this about her, but please remember, you can always come to me if you're ever having a bad time.